Welcome to PeopleSoft Now. I'm Rebecca Jackson. In this episode, we're talking with Richa Dubey, who rejoined the PeopleSoft product strategy team last year after working with Competitive Solutions. Today, she'll share her fresh, unique perspective on our finance products. Today, we're joined by Richa Dubey, Senior Director of Product Strategy for PeopleSoft Financials. Richa, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks for having me.
It's wonderful to have you here. Maybe let's start by introducing everyone to your background with PeopleSoft. You're new to the PeopleSoft strategy team, but not really. Tell us about that.
Sure. Yeah, I joined or rejoined PeopleSoft strategy earlier in 2022. I started my career actually as a developer in GL development back in 1998. And then I did also contracts, product development. And then I moved on more to do product strategy for AR billing and e-bill payment for a while. I then took a break and I actually did product strategy for Intuit, Workday, as well as Financial Force. So I recently rejoined, and I'm super excited to be back in PeopleSoft product strategy.
It's great to have your unique perspective on the team. Tell us a little bit more about the product areas in financial management that you lead now.
Sure. So I manage product strategy for core financials. That includes GL, AP, AR, e-bill payment, e-settlements, cash, and treasury. So all of the core financial applications.
Excellent. And when you look at what we've been delivering recently over, let's say, the last 12 months, what stands out to you in terms of highlights for the PeopleSoft customers, and how are they responding to what we've delivered?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's been fantastic to see the features we've developed in the past 12 months. We always look to develop features that improve, business processes. So in GL, the open period visualization feature that we built out is fantastic. It allows our customers to look at their entire org. So when they have a business unit structure, they can visually see everything that's going on during period end, subledgers that are open, what is the status of that subledger, and then actually take mass action. So they're able to, open periods, close periods, do that mass action. So it really overall improves the open period management, the period close process. So that's been great. We got a lot of great feedback as we were developing that feature. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more and more folks adopt that. In AP, the match exception collaboration workbench that we built is fantastic. What it does is it allows multiple users. So where in procure to pay, for example, when you have requisitions, purchase orders, vouchers, and there are exceptions, what this does is it allows all the AP users and purchasing and multiple stakeholders to see what the exceptions are, actually come up with a plan of how they want to resolve these exceptions and then resolve them. So just, it's a broad process. It involves a lot of people in every organization. And what this does is it allows them the visibility as well as a way to actually resolve them. And I think the third most exciting area is really analytics. We've invested significantly in different types of analytics. So whether it's AP, AR, billing, using our analytics capabilities, we've delivered visualizations within each of these dashboards in these different areas. So customers can, look at trends of what's going on, whether it's billing, AP, or AR, what's going on in each of these areas, and then actually use that data to take actions so that the operations are much more streamlined. So, for example, in billing, they can look to see how the billing transactions are coming in. Are they being processed accurately? Where there are exceptions. If the org is trying to do more, electronic invoicing, you can take a look at how your trends are about electronic invoicing and really, work to, move more towards electronic invoicing. Same thing in AP and AR, not only trend analysis, but also just ways to resolve those errors, resolve those exceptions. So yeah, I think these are the three that I found super exciting, and we're getting great feedback. So a lot more people are adopting each of these, whether it's the match exceptions or the analytics. We're definitely seeing great adoption, from users who are able to use this and take advantage of it. So it's been great seeing these three, and of course several others, but I think these three really come to mind as some of the big ones that we've given over the past 12 months.
It's wonderful to see examples of our financial customers rapidly adopting new capabilities. We've come a long way in the last 10 years since we delivered selective adoption, and it's great to see it paying off for customers.
Absolutely.
Looking towards the future and what's on the roadmap, what are the areas that you think are most exciting for you to get into our customers' hands?
Yeah, so when it comes to our roadmap, we have been really engaged, whether it's through focus groups in multiple areas or our conferences, whether it's Reconnect or Quest user groups. It's been just fantastic to talk to our customers and get feedback. And so the areas that we are focusing on that I'm super engaged with at this point are commitment control. So commitment control is very heavily used by multiple industry groups, whether it's higher ed, public sector, or healthcare. And people want a lot more functionality related to commitment control. So we plan to build a commitment control work center. So like other work centers, it's going to be that central location where multiple users can come to, not only to view their budgets and process budgets, process transactions, but really to look at exceptions, right? So if you are doing your procure to pay flow, if you have PO errors, if you have requisition errors that are because of commitment control issues, we want this commitment control work center to be that cross-functional, cockpit where anybody who's involved in the process can come and look at, what's causing these errors and actually resolve those. And then, so that's the work center. And then related to that are analytics. So throughout the budgetary control process, you have your budgets, you have encumbrances, you have pre-encumbrances and expensive. So just talking to customers, they want that, view of, where am I as far as my entire budgetary process is concerned. So we want to be able to give those analytics through, again, the insights and dashboards and visualizations that we'll be building. So not only will they allow trend analysis, but also allow them to really drill down and then be able to remediate some of these issues. So if you have PO errors, why is that happening? And where are the areas that some of these things are happening in a cumulative way? So commitment control, I believe it's going to really help multiple industries and customers that we have who very heavily use this area. So and then nextly, the next thing I'm very excited about, and this was very customer driven actually, is around business unit management. So our customers are scaling and they have more and more need to create new business units, and not just GL business units, but also AP, AR, and other subledger business units. So today that process is very manual. They have multiple people involved in, for some, it can take a month or 2 months or even 6 months to create that whole business unit structure. So with the expanded business unit features that we're building, you can not only copy GL business units, but you can also copy your AP, billing, AR, AM. So all that process will be very streamlined. You can quickly copy and then tweak it based on the new setup that you have. So very excited about that. People are doing it today. They have very long processes to do this, but I think with this feature that uses new UX principles like activity guides, it's going to be really very streamlined. So Yeah, commitment control, expanded user management are two that we are working on. And, I have focus groups. So, if you're interested, if customers are interested, definitely reach out, and we'd love to get your feedback into either of these features.
It's great to see the level of engagement with customers and the ongoing investment in features to help our customers be nimble and react to this complex, rapidly evolving environment we all operate in.
Absolutely.
Perhaps one last question for today. Since you've worked with competitors, you've worked with other kinds of solutions, and you have deep expertise with PeopleSoft, what's been the most interesting or perhaps even surprising thing for you as you've rejoined the team?
Yeah, it's been really fantastic. As I said earlier, I think what's really surprised and excited me at the same time is how engaged our customers are, and how much they're very fun to work with. So just re-engaging with our customer group, they want more, which is fantastic, and they want us to innovate. So that's been fantastic. And then just the PeopleSoft product team, we have a mature product, but we keep looking to do more innovative things, which has been fantastic too. So whether, with a mature product, we've been able to deliver on new UX, a totally new user experience, whether it's global search, whether it's fluid or analytics, all of those three areas are very innovative. So we're expanding our products to be better and better every day. So that's been fantastic. And our leadership team, wants us to do more and better each time. So that combination of a very re-engaged, a very engaged customer group, fantastic innovation, and, the people I work with, it's been very refreshing and super exciting. So I've had a great year, and I'm really looking forward to, 2023 and continuing this process.
Well, it's been wonderful to have you back as a part of the team. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today.
Yes, thanks so much, Rebecca, for having me. Great to talk to you.
Now, stay with us as we close the show with your In the Know update.
Good, Sparky.